More than likely be on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. As we kind of continue to shoot out because John Higgins about me the other day. We can play other tournaments. But what can you do? You can't hold a gun to his head, you know? Not doing your job out because it's too long of a tournament. Just do this anyway, so I'll try and play this one. It's 2:27 a.m.
So the first match of this Championship League group stage is about to get underway.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Xiaoxing Tong to break.
Wasn't the best of break-offs.
He needs good control over the pace of the white with this shot.
The best from Barry Hawkins, I'm afraid.
This really is tricky. That is a quality opening red.
One.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket.
Xiaoxing Tong, 1.
Well played. Good safety there.
One.
He'll have to use the rest here, which will make it a little more awkward.
That's well played with the rest.
3. Four.
Challenging pot along the cushion here.
Impressive shot with the rest.
11.
That's a pretty poor attempt, really.
Xiaoxing Tong, 11.
And in it goes.
1. Eight. 9. 16.
Just wants this pot to drop into the pocket.
17.
'Well played.
24. 32. $33. 1.
This is really tricky.
Well, an excellent pot.
5. 6.
He's going for the left corner pocket. Beautifully done.
13.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. That's a great pot.
14.
He's going for it.
21.
He's taking the red on. Great pot.
Just look at that for a positional shot. Superb.
22.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket. Excellent shot.
Brimming with confidence and on a bit of a roll at the moment.
28.
So, this pot into the right corner. Tremendous shot.
He's cueing extremely well here.
29. 35.
No more than half a chance here. What a tremendous pot.
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
36.
He's playing for the right corner here.
Would you believe it?
42. Xiaoxing Tong, 42.
He's taking this red on. And what a beauty he's picked up there. Half a chance and he's grabbed it with both hands.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
1.
He just needs the pink.
What a great pot.
That effectively removes any chance of a comeback in this match.
7. 9.
This is tough.
'Xiaoxing Tong, 9.
That's not ended well. Tough shot, but not what he was hoping for. Tricky pot, no doubt.
3.
He's attempting to get the white tight on the cushion.
Barry Hawkins, 3.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
Four. Xiaoxing Tong, 4. Frame conceded, frame and match, Xiaoxing Tong.
He's into the semi-final. He'll be absolutely delighted with that.
Welcome back. So it's time for match 2 of this Championship League group stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Xiaoxing Tong to break.
That was a really tough shot, and it hasn't worked out all that well.
Sorry about that. No, if you were waiting, I was just doing something. So, in case you're wondering, I can't wait to have the Be Right Back thing on my screen. I guess that's what I'll have on my screen in the future.
Well,
the
he's
banner.
taking it on to the left corner.
I don't have my
Great
screen when I'm
opening
playing,
red.
you know.
1.
I'll have it. I just have to figure out how to do all that stuff. Technical stuff, you know.
He's going for the left centre here.
Thank you for staying here. Thank you for your patience.
6.
Amazing, loyal viewers. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
Well, he's taking the red on. What a fabulous pot that is.
And the cue ball has finished very nicely.
7.
Excuse me. I'll put the yellow because the blue is kind of awkward. I'll put the yellow and try and just screw back as far as I can. Without going
Well,
off
I
the
think
course.
he's lost position here.
9.
Maybe not.
He's tempted by this red. That's really close, but not quite close enough.
Okay. With the red near the middle.
Xiaoxing Tong, 9.
Position looks good for a colour.
1. 8. 9.
Aiming for the right centre here. That's a top shot. Well played.
Quality cueing there, really good.
15. 16.
'Missed pot. Careless.
Jack Lazowski, 16. 1.
This should be pretty straightforward.
7.
So the long red to the corner pocket.
We know he's blessed with great cue power, and that's a great example of what he can do.
8.
This is no gimme.
That was a strange choice of shot there.
13.
He's taking it on. No, not quite. Pretty close though, but that won't provide any solace.
Xiaoxing Tong, 13. 1.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
7. 8. 14. 15.
Nicely onto a red.
20. 21.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's a beauty.
He's right on top of his game at the moment.
26. 27. $32.
Tricky shot here.
Jack Lazowski, 32.
He's taking this on. What a tremendous pot!
One.
Well, I'm not sure that's what he intended.
5. Xiaoxing Tong, 5.
The cue ball looks pretty safe here. He'll be irritated with himself there. He's handed his opponent a real opportunity.
Well, that's not worked out quite as he intended it to.
He's looking at this red. What a top pot that was!
One. Eight. Nine.
Half a chance here.
No problems with the rest there. Well played.
16.
Only the colours remaining. Loose shot.
18.
Needs to keep his focus. Well, that's not ideal. He's not finished in a great position, that's for sure.
21.
He'll be feeling the pressure, that's for sure.
That's okay, I think. Not ideal, though.
25.
High pressure shot coming up.
What a pot that is! Goodness me, that's a real cracker.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
30.
This pink required.
Beating Lazowski.
36. Xiaoxing Tong, 36.
Well played. That's a great performance to take him into the semi-final.
Welcome back, and we're now ready for match 3 of the Championship League group stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Gary Wilson to break.
Pace is the key with this shot.
Well, he's got out of the snooker, but it looks like he's left an opportunity here.
One.
I think the intention here is to drop in behind the green.
Yup, nicely done.
Gary Wilson, 1.
Not what he intended, and to be honest, I'm not sure what his intention was.
Foul and a miss. Gary Wilson, 5. One.
This is tough.
Six.
This is really tricky.
Close, but not quite.
Gary Wilson, 6.
This is being played towards the left middle pocket. Nicely done.
One. Five.
Yes, he's taking the pot on. That's a top shot. Well played.
Six. $13.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. Oh, what a shot that is.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
14.
Oh, wonderful shot.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
20.
Not an easy one, but a half chance. Fabulous effort. That's a great pot.
Position looks pretty good to me.
21.
This won't be easy.
Brilliant pot. Outstanding. They don't come much better than that.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
27. $28.
So, this pot into the right corner. Excellent pot.
Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
34.
He's going for it. No, not this time. Close, but a miss nonetheless.
Xiaoxing Tong, 34. 1. Six. Seven.
Nicely positioned for the red.
14. 15.
'Really well played.
17.
'Decent position to take on a colour here.
18.
He'll be disappointed with that.
Gary Wilson, 18.
Tough shot coming up.
What a wonderful pot.
What about that for a positional shot? Perfect.
1.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket. What a top shot that is.
Oh, wonderful shot.
8.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Xiaoxing Tong, 8. 1. 6.
He's aiming for the left corner here. No problem there.
7.
He's playing the pot here. That's loose. He wanted more control there.
12.
He'll be conscious of not overhitting this. Pace is key. Not the best shot, although it was a very testing position he found himself in.
Foul and a miss. Gary Wilson, 12. Xiaoxing Tong, 4. Free ball.
Well, the ball's in his court, so to speak. Let's see what he decides to do here.
One.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
Xiaoxing Tong, 1.
Pace of this shot is absolutely key.
That's a great escape there.
He needs to be careful of not overhitting this.
He's played that very well.
Nicely done. He's playing the pot here. Oh, so close. He needed some luck there, and he didn't get it.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Missed pot. He's aiming to sink this into the right corner. No issues there.
What a wonderful pot.
1.
He's playing for the right corner here.
8.
He's taking on the yellow. What a shot that is!
He couldn't have played that any better.
10.
Aiming for the centre pocket here. Not the ideal result, but it could have been worse.
13.
Just the brown required.
17.
He's going for it.
Xiaoxing Tong, 17.
Well, he's taking it on. That's a tremendous pot.
Five. $11.
Well, he's taking this black on.
18. Frame and match Xiaoxing Tong.
That's it. He's into the semi-final.
Welcome back. So it's time now for match 4 of this Championship League group stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Xiaoxing Tong to break.
That's careless. And a foul.
Foul and a miss. Xiaoxing Tong, 4.
He's going to play on here. Not an easy one, but a half chance. That's just unbelievable. Brilliant.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
1.
It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless. That's a top shot.
Wonderful shot.
5. Put your phone on silent, please. 6.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on. I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
11. Xiaoxing Tong, 11. Touching ball.
That's a bit careless.
Foul and a miss. Luca Brissell, 4.
So he's looking to play safe again. This is fascinating. The success of this shot is reliant on perfect pace.
Tricky pot coming up.
Outstanding pot. That's right out of the top drawer.
That's great cue ball control. Excellent position.
1.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket.
He would have hoped for a better split there.
Foul. Xiao Xingtong 1. Luca Bracel 5.
That's a bit careless.
Foul. Xiao Xingtong 4.
He's elected to play on here. It's half a chance, but a chance nonetheless.
That's a great split. He'll be unlucky if he's not on anything here.
1.
He's looking at the pot into the left middle.
Xiao Xingtong 1.
This is no gimme. That could be better.
1.
Tricky pot coming up.
Tremendous potting.
Great positional shot. He'll be happy with that.
3.
He's taking on the long red to the corner pocket. So close, but he's missed it. That'll annoy him.
Xiao Xingtong 3.
Well, it goes. Half a chance. Beautiful pot.
1.
I'm pretty sure that's not the position he was intending.
6.
Not what he intended at all. That's a poor shot.
Luca Bracel 6.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket. In it goes.
Really impressive cueing.
1.
He's aiming to sink this into the right corner.
He won't be too happy with his position here.
Six.
There's always the risk of a foul there.
Foul and a miss. Luca Bracel 6. Xiao Xingtong 4.
He's elected to play on here. He's gone in off.
Foul. Luca Bracel 4.
This is tough.
Oh, what a shot. Unbelievable.
1. 4.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket. Beautiful.
Five. 7.
He's aiming for the left corner here.
He'll want to try and tighten up his game a little.
Luca Brissell, 7.
Well, he's taking it on to the left corner.
One.
This is really tricky.
He's missed it!
Luca Brissell, 1. One.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here. That's not bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect.
7.
Not what he intended at all. He'll be annoyed with that.
Xiao Tong, 7.
Tremendous pot.
One.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? He'll want to try and eliminate errors like that in this match.
Luca Brissell, 1. One. Seven.
This looks relatively straightforward.
9. $12.
This pot for snookers required.
16.
This is really tricky.
Brilliant shot.
21.
This is a half chance.
Xiao Tong, 21. Frame conceded, frame and match, Xiao Tong.
And with that, he's into the semi-final.
So just 2 matches left then in the group stage of Championship League. This is match 5.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Kyron Wilson to break.
Careless shot there. He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
One.
Tricky pot coming up.
That's a fabulous pot.
Yes, he'll be very pleased with that shot. What can he do here?
7. Eight.
This is not easy.
Close, but not quite.
Xiaoxing Tong, 8. 1.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
What a top pot that was.
7.
He's attempting to sink this into the left corner pocket.
Loose play like that isn't what you'd expect from a player of his quality.
Kyron Wilson, 7.
Well, that's very surprising. An unforced error like that could be costly. Not really the result he was after. He's looking to pop this into the right corner. Great shot.
Simply wonderful.
1.
He's taking on the long pot.
Six.
Very tricky shot coming up.
Brilliant pot.
He'll be happy with that. Top shot.
7.
He's going for the left corner pocket. That's an excellent pot.
He's playing very well here.
11.
Down it goes.
Great cueing.
12.
This is really tricky. Well played. That was made more difficult due to the rest being used.
14.
This is a half chance. Oh, that's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
He couldn't have played that any better.
15.
This is not easy.
And he's missed it.
Xiaoxing Tong, 15.
That could have finished a little better.
1. Kyron Wilson, 1.
Half a chance here. He's got it. What a pot.
Position looks very good here. He's played that very well.
1.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's a top shot.
Great technique, superb cueing.
7. 8.
This looks pretty simple.
12.
He fancies this red. Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
Superb cue ball control there. Ideal position.
13. $18.
This isn't easy.
Great shot.
He'll be very happy with the position here.
19.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
25. $26.
So, he just needs the black.
Xiaoxing Tong, 26.
This red required.
What a pot. Amazing.
And that should be it. Past the point of no return in this match.
1. $8. Xiaoxing Tong, 8. Frame conceded, frame and match, Xiaoxing Tong.
He's done it. Now on to the semi-finals.
So this is the last match of the group stage of the Championship League. It's match 6.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Stuart Bingham to break.
Well, he's taking it on.
Not a great split.
1.
Long pot, right up his street.
Great cue.
6. Seven. $13.
He's aiming for the left corner here. Tremendous pot.
Excellent cueing.
14. $16.
Just wants to sink this into the left corner pocket.
17.
He's taking this on. That's a top shot. Outstanding potting.
Excellent positional play there. Inch perfect.
19. 20.
Well, he's looking at potting this into the right corner pocket. Beautiful.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
26.
Playing for the middle pocket.
$27.
No more than half a chance here.
Xiaoxing Tong, 27.
This won't be easy.
Excellent pot. Superb.
One. Three.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner? Excellent pot.
Four.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Not the quality we'd expect from a player of his skills.
Stuart Bingham, 4.
He'll want this to drop into the centre pocket.
One.
In goes the cue ball.
Foul. Xiaoxing Tong, 1. Stuart Bingham, 5. One. Six.
Nicely onto the black.
7. $14.
Tricky pot along the cushion here. He's played that very well with the wrist.
15.
He's aiming for the left corner here. He'll be looking to tighten up his game here.
Stuart Bingham, 15. One. Eight. Nine.
Well, that was easy and should have been potted.
Xiaoxing Tong, 9.
This is not easy.
What a great shot that is.
One.
He'll be fuming about that.
Eight.
He'll be conscious of not overhitting this. Well, it was a really hard shot, and it hasn't worked out for him at all.
Foul and a miss. Stuart Bingham, 8. Xiao Tong, 4.
He'll be playing this again.
I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
Foul and a miss. Xiao Tong, 4.
Well, he's asked for the retake. That's beautifully judged. Lots of pressure on this shot. He'll be feeling the pressure here.
Magnificent pot!
Well, he couldn't have played that any better. Superb positional shot.
2.
Fantastic opportunity.
Brown required here. Excellent shot.
That should effectively remove any ideas his opponent may have of a comeback.
9. 14.
Well, this is a challenging shot along the cushion. He's played that very well with the wrist.
20. 27. Frame and match Xiao Tong.
He's come through this quarter-final and now the semi-final beckons.
Welcome back. Some great snooker already in this tournament. We're now ready for the semi-finals.
Well, the players have got so far, they wouldn't want to get knocked out at this stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Kyron Wilson to break.
This won't be easy. Really nice opening red.
1.
This is no gimme.
3.
Tricky shot here. Not ideal.
4.
This won't be easy.
What a top shot that is!
And the cue ball is finished very nicely.
11.
Well, he's taking the red on. What a beauty!
He's lost the cue ball a touch here.
12.
Well, he's lost the cue ball a touch. Would have wanted that under better control, really.
18.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner. That's a loose shot.
19. Xiaoxing Tong, 19.
That's a pretty careless foul there.
Foul and a miss. Xiaoxing Tong, 4.
No real advantage here. And he's put his opponent in again.
He's given away penalty points with that foul.
Foul and a miss.
If he misses here,
Xiaoxing
people,
Tong,
this is the rule. If you miss
I'm
this
sure he
here,
won't miss this.
frame is
There's
over.
no way to lose a match.
That's the rule. Because you can see red's on, so it is fair. It's not like you can't see red on, you can see red's on. So I'm just telling you people, whoever's watching this right now, if you don't know the rules of snooker, the rule is here, if you see your ball on, and you can hit it fully, which you can see all the reds, and where the white is, and he misses it 3 times, the frame is awarded to the other player. That instance, me, because I'm playing Zowie and Tong, that means he'll get through to the final. It's just the way it is. Here we go. See what he does here.
He's chosen to play on here.
Oh shit, I decided to play on. I shouldn't have done. Guess I'm
This
just
is
fair
not
though.
easy.
That's just the way I am. I think the game just said
So
play on
close,
because
but he's missed it. That'll
I'm a
annoy
fair
him.
person. I wasn't gonna cheat. Not really cheating, just I wasn't gonna take the win like that. I want to win the frame myself, but I've been handed the frame.
An unforced error. Well, well.
And he's playing badly
Will it
anyway,
cost
so
him?
I could have easily, put him back there and then he would have missed and then the frame is all over. Even in real life, I probably would have done that in a snooker match. If I was a snooker player,
Just wants to
because
sink this into the left
it's
corner
not
pocket.
fair, player losing a frame like that, It's really not, so I just said to myself, no. I'm not going to take the win that easy,
Well, I'm not
When
surprised he's taking on the long pot here.
if I want to win the frame, I win it my way. I don't win it that way. I don't win it by, making the player making mistakes, Even though sometimes mistakes can make you win frames too. But I'm not going to,
He's taking the red on.
like I said, I'm not the type of person, I want to play this Snooker 19 to entertain you guys because I know a lot of people love my Snooker 19
7.
content. And I think there'll be some magical stuff
This is
starting
not
very
easy.
soon for whatever game I play, Like if it's The Last of Us, there'll be Last of Us, stuff coming on. And then if it's the
14.
Snooker 19, there'll be Snooker 19. My mods will help me with all that. So there's already a
No
mod
more
working
than
on
half a chance here.
all that stuff at the moment. So I'm really looking forward to it,
Position looks pretty good to me.
15.
Now,
The
can he
most
drop this
important
into
thing
the
I'm
right
looking
corner?
forward to really is getting out of this place
What a top pot that
and
was.
living the life that I should have
He
lived.
really
a long
looks
time
in
ago.
fine
But like
form
I
at the
said, the
moment.
love of my life. If I had met her a long
18.
time ago, she would have been too young for me, so I wouldn't have been able to date her back then. So that's the only reason why. As they say, good things come to those who wait, And I'm telling
Unforced
you,
error.
people,
Loss of
she's the best thing
concentration
that
there,
ever
I think.
happened to me. She really is, and I don't care. A lot of girls have done so much for me, but I'm telling you, this woman is
Xiaoxing
just
Tong,
amazing,
18.
And I know I talk about my girlfriend and myself a lot on stream, and I apologize for that if I do. And I know I need to stop doing that on
1.
stream. That's probably why I'm not getting subscribers, and I apologize. But I will get the subscribers because I will stream brilliant content, with the help of my mods,
8.
And I can't wait. But the most important thing, like I said, is getting out of her. Getting out of her, settling down, having a family, running the business between the two of us,
9.
and business if you know me. And I can't wait. I just cannot wait. It's going to be the best 50, 60, 70 years of my life,
16.
hopefully 80,
Looking to play
19
this
years of my
softly.
life, please God. I want to live a long, long life, because if this is it, if we
17.
only live once, which I don't believe that for a fact, a lot of people do, but I don't. But if it is it and we only live on it once, then you just gotta live your life to the full, and you gotta live
24.
as long as possible, You can't live a short life, so that's why I want to live a long life. But like I
25.
said, I believe we live more than once. I believe we live as many times as once,
Yeah,
The
played it
world is
well.
going to end eventually. I've said this
32.
before in stream. Just will pause this for a second. The world is going to end in, billions when it gets too overpopulated. Because it's already wars in, Ukraine, Russia, and of course Israel, blah, blah, blah. And there's going to be wars all over the world in billions and trillions of years' time. And then wars are going to, it could be a thing like the last of us, that could happen in billions of years' time. God only knows, I'm not saying it will. But I just think that we're all going to live again. Even the people that didn't live long the first time will definitely live longer the next time around. And I hope that I live again. Preferably as the same person, but I do a different occupation and I live a different place. Yeah, I lived in my family home for a while, probably not as long as I did, but I certainly won't live here where I'm living, and I certainly would be diagnosed with arthritis and stuff like that. I'm going to make sure I don't get arthritis next time round when I'm alive on Earth. But I want to be the same person. But I want to be financially secure a lot younger than I will be. Like, I'm going to be financially secure probably in the next couple of months or whatever. But I want to be financially secure in the next life when I'm really, really young. But I want to live a long life. I don't want to get married to either in the next life. I think that's a mistake a lot of people do. They get married far too young. And I am not young. I'm not old either. Middle aged. I've said it before on the stream. Okay, let's get back to the snooker and tell you more about snooker. There is snooker, I think, coming up. Is it this week or next week? And then I know there's, of course, this tournament's on King for the whole month of July. It is really, realistically, there's no snooker really on TV until August because the players really like to kind of just play a lot of exhibitions all around the world. Judd Trump and Sullivan and the rest. And, you see it all over Facebook and Instagram and all that, and social media, all the players all around the world. Anyway, let's get back to it. Like I said, it'll be the middle of August really when the first genuine decent tournament. I think there is one. It's either next week, I think, in Shanghai, but I know there's next week or the week after, whenever it is, but I know there is. Oh, I can't count my regular snooker tournaments kind of middle of August. I think there's Shanghai Masters, I think. Either the qualifiers for it or there's actually the tournament itself. Anyway, let's get back to the screen.
33.
Oh, that's careless.
That was a big
Kyron
shock there.
Wilson,
Aaron Wilson
33.
doesn't normally play that badly. Okay, he hasn't really had a good season since winning the World Championships. He won it in May, and
Nice position on the black.
okay, he's had a good year, 2024
One.
to 2025, but he hasn't had a good season really. Up to that occasion. So it's going to be interesting to see how he plays when he does play in the next tournament or qualifying tournament or whatever. It's going to be interesting.
8.
He's one of my favourite players on tour, and 100%.
This
a
is
lot of
really
respect
tricky.
for that guy because he's been through hell. He's been through a lot.
Well, that's just outstanding.
And he deserves.
Superb pot.
He deserves all the
Just
happiness in
look
the
at that
world.
for a positional
He's
shot.
such a legend.
Superb.
I've utmost
9.
respect for Kyle Wilson as well. I love that guy. Love him as a person and as a player. I think he's a legend.
This is a half chance. Loose shot.
12.
He'll be annoyed with that.
Foul. Xiao Tong, 12. Kyron Wilson, 4.
Well, it goes. Half a chance here.
That was so unlucky that last shot I took there.
Brilliant.
I could lose the semi-final. I hope I don't, but I could.
2.
This looks
But like I
relatively
said, I wasn't
straightforward.
gonna, take the win by letting Kyle Wilson make a major mistake and miss the ball 4 times or whatever, 2 times or whatever, Gotta see what happens here though. But I think we know that he's probably won the match now.
9.
Pots blue, pink and black, he's definitely won the match. Perfect on the pink, just go back for the black.
14.
Okay, has to pop up the pink and black. And as you can see, he's perfectly on the back. If pots it's black, I won't be true. If he misses it, I'll be true. See what he does
20.
here.
So this for the frame and the match.
Wow. You see that, people?
That's an unforced
He
error.
missed
He'll
it.
be
So
fuming
left it
about
on.
that.
Kyron Wilson, 20.
If this goes in, that'll be frame and match.
Oh, damn. I've missed.
Here we go. Match ball.
7. Frame and match, Kyron Wilson.
And that's it. He's into the final. Brilliant.